Good evening, everyone. This is Robert. RJL Network presents another exciting edition of Inside Pitch. The 1983 final week is on the air. Only 3 days left in the 1983 regular season. Today's date is September 30th, 83. We are at Tiger Stadium for another huge matchup in the American League East between the Milwaukee Brewers and the Detroit Tigers. The Brewers come into this game a record of 91-68. The Tigers a record of 92-67. Let's have a look at the standings as it looks on the board. In the American League East, the New York Yankees have clinched home field throughout. They will have the number 1 seed throughout the entire postseason. The Baltimore Orioles have clinched a playoff berth. A win today by the Orioles or a loss by the Tigers will go ahead and give Baltimore clinch second place. The Tigers, that's what it's all about. They have a 1-game lead on the Brewers for third place. The Tiger board record is 5-3. Milwaukee's board record is 5-2. Pretty much according to the Tigers have scored 37 runs over the Brewers' 29 runs. Remember, the Tigers, though, have played 2 more extra games. By looking over the standings and the records, pretty much whoever wins 2 out of 3 in this series between the Tigers and the Brewers, will get into the postseason. In the American League West, the Chicago White Sox, they've clinched that division. The Texas Rangers have clinched the number 5 seed in the American League. There will be a wild card game series, but only a 1-game series. They are in. In the National League, the Montreal Expos in the East, they've clinched the National League East. The Phillies will be the 3 seed no matter what, as they finish in second place in that division. National League West, the Atlanta Braves have clinched that division. But we got a logjam between San Diego, Los Angeles, and Houston. Only 2 games separate those 3 teams. Can anybody clinch in the National League West? A win by the Padres, they would go to 82 wins. And if the Astros lose, San Diego will clinch a postseason berth. So that is how things stand here as we go into September 30th of this series. Marlon Price, Ron McGrath, and Chuck Rawlings join us here at Tiger Stadium. The Brewers historically won this game 6-2. They had 7 hits and no errors. The Tigers 6 hits and 2 errors. So the Brewers they're still 1 game back of the Tigers. Even if the Tigers win this game, they still do not clinch because the Brewers could win the last 2 of the series, and by virtue of board record, if we do play the Brewers, we'll have to see what happens yet because we have to decide what our next game will be. But we won't do that until after 10-minute ticker. So if everybody is set to go, let's play some baseball. Starting pitcher for the Detroit Tigers tonight is Juan Berenguer. 9 wins, 5 losses, a save, a 3.14 ERA in 1983. We are at Tiger Stadium. It was a hitter's park. 170 home runs were hit there. Adds 3 to strikeouts. So we're going to probably see a few bombs hit here like we usually do when you go to Tiger Stadium. I'm pretty sure that Chuck Rawlings has gone to Tiger Stadium many a time and has probably seen many a home run. I'm pretty sure he can tell about a lot of homers he used to see in that ballpark. Let's go to the top of the first. Let's get to some baseball. Leading off for the Brewers, the third baseman, Paul Molitor, Hall of Famer. No doubt in my mind. 270 average, 15 homers, 47 RBIs that year. We're going to use blue, white, and white dice. Tigers are the home team. A big crowd here at Tiger Stadium. These two teams, all right, have a 3-game series to end the season. Are we going to play all 3 games? I don't know yet, but let's see how this game goes. Berenguer, 1-2, range play at the park. Tiger Stadium, 5-6. That's a fly ball hit to right field. Going after that is Glenn Wilson. His range is a 3, And he's not going to get it, and that's going to drop, and that's going to be a base hit from Molitor. So Molitor leads off with a single for the Brewers. Just once, but plenty of times on TV. Next one for the Brewers is the shortstop, Robin Yount, Hall of Famer, no doubt. 308 average, 17 homers, 80 RBIs, one of the best shortstops ever. Molitor on at first. He had 41 steals, and that's a 20. Berenguer fires to first and picked him off. Got him. Pickoff is a 2-12. That's a 5. He picks off Molitor. 1 out. So Molitor caught sleeping. Berenguer, very good pickoff rating in 83. And they'll pick him off. 1 down. And now Yount will bat with the bases empty. And 5-1, that's a walk plus 10, and that will walk Yount. So now after giving up a hit, he now gives up a walk. Berenguer had 68 walks in 83. And here's the first baseman, Cecil Cooper. I definitely put him in the Hall of Very Good. 307 average, 30 homers, 126 RBIs. Cooper could definitely match. Yount had 12 steals. He won't get any here. Berenguer, 3-2 against the lefty. It's a blank. Cooper, 3-3. It's a ground ball to third. 2-2-3. Second base, pivot Gantner Whitaker +0. So a 1-3. It's a double play. They'll get it. 2 outside retired. 5-4-3 double play. No runs and a hit. And they will turn the 2. And we'll go to the bottom of the first. Starting pitcher for the Milwaukee Brewers tonight is Bob Gibson. No, not that Bob Gibson. 3 wins, 4 losses, 2 saves, a 3.90 ERA. More relief pitcher, but he got the start in this game today. Leading off for the Tigers, second baseman Lou Whitaker, who should be in the Hall of Fame. 320 average, 12 homers, 72 RBIs in 1983. Gibson, 1-3. That's at the park. Tiger Stadium, 2-4. It's a base hit to center field. Whitaker rounding first. He's going to try for second. Base runner is 4. Center fielder Dion James for the Brewers has a 0 arm. So a 1-4. Whitaker will get to second. He won't. He's going to put the brakes on and head back to first. He'll take the single. Leadoff base hit for Whitaker. And now here's the shortstop, Alan Trammell. Hall of Famer. Needs Whitaker in there with him. 319 average, 14 homers, 66 RBIs. If Whitaker was in the Hall of Fame along with Trammell, I have no problem saying he really is one. Whitaker had 17 steals, and he's not getting any here. Trammell gets the bunt sign. He says, "Are you kidding me? I'm a 319 hitter. I'm swinging this one out." Gibson, 3-5 at the blank. Trammell, 5-5, and that is a fly to center field. And that's going to be held by Dion James. And he'll make that catch for the out. Here's the left fielder, Johnny Grubb. A 254 average, 4 homers, 22 RBIs. Whitaker still on at first, and he'll stay at first. Gibson, 3-1, range play at the park. Tiger Stadium, 5-3. That's a home run to the pull side. Against a righty, Grubb needs a 10. That's a 1. Well, you don't have to worry about a range play because I don't think, let's see, that's it to the pull side. So I do not think that the right fielder, Mark Bruhard, can jump that high. Kaboom! That ball is high. That ball is deep. That ball is gone. Home run, Johnny Grubb. Stadium cheers. Yay! Johnny Grubb goes ahead and hits a 2-run bomb. And it's like that. It's 2-0 in favor of the Tigers. That wasn't Gibson's fault. That was just a power hit by Grubb. He had 4 home runs that year, but he'll get one here. As Hockey Boy 8 and XSG2 join us here at Tiger Stadium. Next batter is the catcher, Lance Parrish, a 269 average, 27 homers, 114 RBIs. The thing about this game is that the runs, as I did say, the Tigers had scored 37 runs in their games, and the Brewers had scored 29. It's very possible. I'm going to see how many runs there's, who wins here. We'll see if is that really going to make a difference. I'll call it 6-1. It's a walk plus 10. That's ball 4. Gibson will go ahead and walk Parrish. And that's the first walk given up by Gibson. He had 44 of them that year. And now the right fielder, Glenn Wilson, 268 average, 11 homers, 65 RBIs. Parrish did have a steal. He won't get one here. Gibson, 3-3 strikeout. That is high. Wilson, 6-5. And against the righty, it's fly to left field. Ogilvy is going to come to that one. And he'll make the catch for out number 2. Here's the first baseman, Rick Leach, a 248 average, 3 homers, 26 RBIs. Parrish on it first. He'll stay there. Gibson, 5-2. Wild pitch. No, it's a blank. Leach, 2-6. And it's a grounder to second base. That'll be handled by Gantner. And Gantner is going to throw to first. And that will retire the side. 2 runs, 2 hits, and a walk. A 2-run bomb by Johnny Grubb. 2-0 Cats after 1. Top of the second. Leading off for the Brewers will be the Milwaukee designated hitter, Ted Simmons, Hall of Famer. 308 average, 13 homers, 108 RBIs. Berenguer will go ahead and pitch. And 5-6, that's an automatic out. And it will be a fly to left. Handled there by Grubb as he puts it away, 1 down. Here's the left fielder, Ben Ogilvy, 280 average, 13 homers, 66 RBIs. I have no problem putting Ben Ogilvy in the Hall of the Very Good. He was a masher. Captain Carl 8 joins us here at Tigers Stadium. Berenguer, 4-3. That's an automatic out, and it's a fly to left again. Once again, it'll be an easy play for Grubb. Rub-a-dub-dub. Here comes the Grubb, 2 down. And here's the right fielder, Mark Bruhard, 276 average, 7 homers, 23 RBIs, and 83. Berenguer will go ahead and pitch. And 4-2. That's a range play. Bruhard, 2-3. That's a double into left field, but going after that is Grubb, but he stunk. His range is a 1. And that's going to drop in for a double, just out of his reach. And Bruhard winds up at second base. That was one play that Grubb couldn't get there. And now the second baseman, Jim Gantner. I sometimes want to put him in the Hall of Very Good. 282 average, 11 homers, 74 RBIs. He was a heck of a player for the Brewers in his career. Bruhard on at second, and he'll stay there. Berenguer, 2-5, strikeout. That will miss. Gantner, 2-4, and it's a fly ball to center. That's going to be caught by Lemon. And he will get it and make the catch and retire the side. No runs and a hit. And it's still 2-0 in favor of the Cats. Gibson back on the mound. Leading off for the Big D will be the center fielder, Chet Lemon, maybe one of baseball's most underrated players. 255 average, 24 homers, 69 RBIs. Gibson will go ahead and deal. And 2-5, error on a grounder. Lemon, 1-1. That is a ground ball. It's a ground ball to first. That's it to Cecil Cooper. His error rating is a 5. That's a 19. Cooper's got it. Gibson will come over, and Cooper will shovel it to him for the out. 1 down. So 1 quick out there. And now here's the Detroit designated hitter, Mike Laga. I don't know, is that pronounced Laga or Lega? or Leger, I'm not sure, but Mike Laga. He only played in 12 games for the Tigers that year, 190 average and a couple of RBIs. He's the DH for the Cats tonight. Gibson, 4-6. That's an automatic out, and it'll be a fly to left, and it'll be easily caught by Ogilvy for out number 2. Here's the third baseman, Wayne Krenchicki, 276 average, a homer, 27 RBIs for the Cats in 83. Gibson, 2-6, strikeout, 16, that'll miss. Krenchicki, 1-6, it's a base hit. He slaps it past first. And Krenchicki will have himself a hit to keep the inning going. Here's Whitaker. Whitaker got a single his first time up. Krenchicki on it first. Strategy, nothing on the 17. Gibson will go ahead and pitch. Gibson, 5-4, error on a throw. Whitaker, 3-6. That's a ground ball to second base. That ball is hit to Gantner. His error rating is a 4. That's a 13. Gantner will take care of it, and he's going to throw to the shortstop, covering second to get Krenchicki, and the inning will end there. No runs and a hit for the Tigers, 2-0 after 2. We go to the third. Captain Carl 8 playing the April 11th, 1969 schedule. It's nice to know that after I got done with 1969 in Inside Pitch, now Captain Carl 8 is playing that. And I'm absolutely enjoying your replay information on the forum. Who leads off? Leading off for the Brewers will be the catcher, Bill Schroeder. 178 average, 3 homers, 7 RBIs. He only played in 23 games for the Brewers that year. Berenguer, 3-1, but that's a walk plus 10, and he's going to walk Schroeder. So Schroeder will go ahead and go to first on a base on balls. Second walk given up by Berenguer. And here is the center fielder, Dion James, a 100 average, an RBI. He only played in 11 games. There are a couple of hodgepodge players. There are some September call-ups in these lineups for both these teams. And I still do as-played lineups, but starting the 7th inning, I may start bringing in starters. Tigers have a 2-0 lead. Strategy roll. Schrader stays where he is. Pitch from Berenguer. 1-4. Strikeout 17. That is high. James. 1-6. And he actually gets a hold of one. That's a hit to center field. That's a 9, and it's going to be a base hit. He will hit a single to center. Schroeder, base runner 2. Single to center, -3. No chance he gets to third. He'll stay at second base. So a base hit by James. And now runners at first and second. And here's Molly. Molly got a single his first time up. 2-0 Tigers, but the Brewers are threatening here. Strategy, nothing on the 18. Pitch from Berenguer. 2-6. That's a pitcher result. A righty would be an automatic out on a 1. And believe it or not, that's a 1. It's an automatic out. Can't believe it. And that's going to be a fly to left field. That's going to be caught by Grubb for out number 1. Schrader will stay at second base. He's not going to try to go to third. Here's Yount. Yount walked his first time up. Coverage of Apollo 10, middle of May. Not just Apollo 10, also Apollo 11, right? Apollo 10, Apollo 11, 1969. And don't forget, Captain Carl, you make sure that on the day when they land on the moon there, Captain Carl, all right, you got to make sure Gaylord Perry hits his home run. Schroeder on at second, James on at first. Berenguer will pitch to Yount. Strategy, nothing on the 19. Berenguer will pitch. 6-1. Strikeout, got him. That's a big K. That is the first strikeout for Berenguer. He had 129 of them in 83. And now with 2 away, here's Cooper. And he's 0 for 1. Berenguer looking in on Cooper. Fans here at Tiger Stadium would like to see Berenguer get out of this inning. Nothing on the strat. Berenguer pitches. 4-2. It's a range play. Cooper. 1-1. It's a fly ball to center field. Going after that is Chet Lemon. He was excellent. His range is a 5. And he will make the catch and retire the side. Nice play by Lemon. No runs, a hit, and a walk. And the Brewers strand a couple. We go to the bottom of the third. Clee baseball fan joins us here at Tiger Stadium. Berenguer can pitch to 26, and Gibson can pitch to 20. Leading off for the Tigers will be Alan Trammell, and he is 0 for 1. And yet he was a bum when he played for the Indians. Plus a certain concert that went up in Upper New York. And, of course, 1969. And, of course, the greatest thing that occurred in 1969 is, well, I was born. Because if that didn't happen, you're not watching this right now. Gibson, you're probably doing something else. Maybe something more beneficial than watching a guy roll dice and move cards on a board. Don't you guys got any lives? Gibson will pitch. 5-3, strikeout, 9. Called strike 3 on Trammell. He got him. And that is the first K, actually, for Gibson. He had 46 of them in 83. Here's Grubb. Grubb hit a 2-run bomb his first time up. In that. And, of course, XXG2 got to bring in the 8. Got to bring in the B word. Gibson will pitch to Grubb. 4-1 against the lefty. It's a blank. Grubb, 4-1. That's a power hit to right field. That's a 12. And Grubb is going to be hitting him today as he smacks one into right. Grubb running around second, slides into third with a triple. So now Grubb has got the 2 hardest hits, the home run and the triple. Could a possible cycle be in the mist? Who knows? He's on third. The batter is Parrish. Infield is in. Parrish walked his first time up. Gibson will go ahead, and he will pitch. Gibson, 3-5. That's a blank. Parrish, 3-6. It's a ground ball to first. With the infield in, Grubb has no chance to score. That'll get picked up by Cooper. He looks Grubb back. He'll take it to the bag himself. And that is out number 2. No chance for Grubb with a base running rating of 0 with the infield in. So now it's up to Wilson to try to get him in. Wilson is 0 for 1. Grubb on at third. Strategy roll. Nothing happening. Gibson will pitch. 4-6. That's an automatic out. He'll get out of it. It's a high fly ball to right. But Mark Brewhard will track it down. He'll make the catch and retire the side. No runs, a hit. Grubb stranded at third. 2-0 still in favor of the Tigers after 3. A win by the Tigers. They go up by 2 games for second place, for third place. And the Brewers are going to have their backs to the wall. We'll see if we're going to play their game tomorrow as well. I'm not sure. We'll find out. Top of the 4th, and it will be Ted Simmons leading off for the Brewers, and he's 0 for 1. Berenguer will go ahead, and 3-3 against the switch left. That's a blank. Simmons, 5-1, and it's flied to center field. That's going to be caught by Lemon, and that's the first out. Tigers trying to shake off that tough loss to the Orioles last night. What a game that was in Fall Classic. Here's Ogilvy. He's 0 for 1. For those of you who didn't watch last night's game between the Tigers and the Orioles in Fall Classic, you may want to check that out. Definitely a Game of the Year candidate. Berenguer, 1-6. Error on a grounder. Ogilvy, 2-4. Nope, that's going to be a fly ball to left. Berenguer was a fly ball pitcher, and that's going to get caught by Grubb. And that's out number 2. Berenguer, definitely a fly ball pitcher, hit flies all over the automatic outline. Brewhard is next. He doubled his first time up. Berenguer, he'll go ahead and pitch. 5-1. That's a walk plus 10. He'll walk Brewhard. So Brewhard makes it to first on a walk. Third walk given up by Berenguer. It gives a chance now for Gantner. Gantner is 0 for 1. 2 outs, top of the fourth, 2-0 Tigers. Huge game here in the American League East. Strategy for Brewhard. He stays. Berenguer, 1-1. Strikeout 3. Swing and a miss. Struck him out, and the inning is done. Second strikeout for Berenguer. Nothing across except a walk. We'll go to the bottom of the fourth. Combined ERA of these two is actually 7.0. Right now, we got a pretty good pitchers duel going on here. Rick Leach will lead off for the Cats. He's 0 for 1. Gibson will pitch. 6-6. Possible error. Leach. 4-1. Double into center field for Leach. Center fielder is James. He has an error rating of 0. He's not going to make an error. He'll get it in. But the Tigers have the leadoff runner at second. So a good start there for the Tigers. And now here's Lemon. Lemon is 0 for 1. Gibson looking in on Lemon. And nothing on the strat. Lemon will swing away. Gibson will go ahead and he will pitch. 4-2. That's an automatic out. And it will be a ground ball to short. That'll get picked up by Yount. The throw goes to first. And Leach will make it to third. Ground ball to short, but Leach will get the extra base. He'll go to third base. And now here's Laga. Laga's 0 for 1. The infield is in. Gibson looks in on Laga. Here comes the deal. Nothing on the 16. Gibson, he will deal with the ball. And 4-6. And that's an automatic out. And it's a fly ball to center field, though. So it's a fly ball to center. That's hit by Laga. He has a sacrifice fly rating of 0, but hit to center field. It's add 2. So a 1 or a 2, Leach will score. No. Now Leach has got to try to do it on his own. Leach base runner 2. Center fielder James is 0. A 1 or a 2, Leach will still score. And it's a 6. It's a 6. Here comes the throw by James. James is a 0 arm. A 1-4. There's a play at the plate. Nope. Leach will head back to third base. 2 outs. What a throw by Dion James, and Leach had to go back. They cannot get the sacrifice fly. And now it'll be up to Krenchicki with 2 outs. Krenchicki is singled his first time up. Philip Reynolds and Davo9 GLA join us here at Tigers Stadium. Leach on at third. Gibson, strategy roll. Leach will stay put. Gibson will pitch. 4-4. Strikeout 10. Cold strike 3 on Krenchicki, and the inning is over. Second strikeout for Gibson. No runs and a hit. They strand Leach at third. Still 2-0 favor of the Tigers. Tigers not exactly throwing the best lineup. No, they're not. Remember, these are still as played. And that's how I play it. Starting the 7th inning, I'll start probably bringing in some starters. And since both these teams need this game, they'll probably be for both teams. Top of the 5th. And Bill Schrader will lead off for the Brewers. He walked his first time up. Pitch coming from Berenguer. And 1-4. Strikeout 16. Got him. He gets Schrader. That's the third strikeout for Berenguer. Here's James. Brewers also not sending out their best players. James got a single his first time up. 2-2 from Berenguer. That's an automatic out. And it's a fly to center field. Easily caught there by Lemon. And that's out number 2. Here's Molly. Molly is 1 for 2 with a single. Berenguer, he'll go ahead and look in the sky, get the sign, and now he'll throw it. 4-5. Against the righty, it's an automatic out. And it's a fly ball to left field. And Johnny Grubb is going to get that one as well. And he will put it away. And it's a 1-2-3 inning for Berenguer. Well, right now, the Brewers cannot figure out Berenguer at all. And we go to the bottom of the fifth. Top of the order for the Tigers, here's Lou Whitaker. Whitaker 1 for 2 with a single. Gibson will pitch. 4-2. That's an automatic out. Gibson not doing a bad job himself either. That's a grounder to short. Yount will take that, and he'll throw it over for the out. And now Trammell. Trammell's 0 for 2. Gibson, a 2-2. That's a wild pitch. It's a blank. Trammell, 1-4. Base hit into right field. And Trammell will go ahead and get the first. And every run that the Tigers can get is on as a chance. And now here's Grubb. Grubb is 2 for 2. A 2-run bomb and a triple. Jimmy Jam and David Vega join us here at Tigers Stadium. How will I do playoff lineups? Playoff lineups, I always choose, according to Action PC Baseball, I go ahead and choose the players that were active at the end of the year. Players with the most at-bats usually get in, okay? But I utilize, so I choose the players that will be in the lineups, but I let Baseball Reference put the lineups together. Trammell on at first, 1 out. Bottom of the fifth, 2-0 Tigers. Strategy roll, nothing on the 6th. Actually, no, Trammell gets a steal sign. He's a 5, plus 2 is a 7. 15 plus 1 is 16. Schrader plus 1 is 17. I'm sending him. And he's safe. Trammell will go ahead and steal second base. First steal of the game. And there wasn't even a throw as Trammell got a great jump. Now Trammell on at second, re-roll the strat, and he gets the steal sign to go to third, but he's going to stay at second. There's no need to try for third base. Gibson will pitch to Grubb. 6-3, home run chance against the lefty, a 1-3. The 8 is too high. Grubb, 6-2, and that's going to be a fly ball to center field. That's going to be caught by James for out number 2. Trammell, base runner 4, hit the center -1. James a 0 arm, a 1-3. Trammell will take third. He will. Deep enough for Trammell to take third base. And now a possible wild pitch could bring him in. Here's Parrish. Parrish is 0 for 1 with a walk. 2 men away. Trammell on at third. Fans here at Tiger Stadium would like to see another hit. Gibson sets up against Parrish. Here comes the pitch. 1-4 against the righty. Strikeout. The 20 will miss. Parrish. 3-2. And it's a hard line drive right to second. Gantner puts up his glove. Pow. Inning over. Line out to second. No runs, a hit, a steal. But the Tigers cannot get any extra runs. Holding on to a 2-0 lead after 5. Remember what happened last night between the Tigers and the Orioles. We go to the top of the 6th. Robin Yount leads off from Milwaukee. He is 0 for 1, but walked. Berenguer, he'll pitch. And 6-4, that's an automatic out. And it's a fly ball to right field. Glenn Wilson will move to the line, but he'll get it out number 1. Here's Cooper. Cooper is 0 for 2. Berenguer, he'll pitch. 6-4. Again, it's an automatic out. And that's a fly to center field this time. That'll be Chet Lemon. Just lazily walking over and making it 2 down. Here's Simmons. Simmons is 0 for 2. Simmons will pitch. Berenguer will pitch. 1-4. Strikeout. 18 is high. Simmons. 2-3. And against the righty, it's a ground ball to third. That'll get picked up by Krenchicki. He'll take his time, toss it over, and that is the end of the inning. 3 up, 3 down, bottom of the 6th coming up. Here's Glenn Wilson for Detroit. He's 0 for 2. 2-0 Tigers. Tight ball game here in the American League East. Gibson, 4-4. Strikeout. Got him. That's another K for Gibson. That's his 3rd. Bob Gibson pitching like, well, Bob Gibson in a way. Here's Leach. Leach is 1 for 2 with a double. Gibson will deal. And 5-2, wild pitch. It's a blank. Leach, 4-6. It's a fly ball hit to right field. And Mark Brewhard will come in a bit. Loses it in the lights, but he's going to make the catch out, number 2. Here's Lemon. Lemon is 0 for 2. Gibson will be tired after Lemon. Gibson will pitch. 4-5. That's a walk plus 10. That's ball 4. So Lemon trots to first. That'll be a walk. The batter now is Laga. He has to bat. Gibson is now tired, but they're going to say, Gibby, go out there and try to finish this inning out. Laga's 0 for 2. Lemon on at first, 2 men down. Strategy, nothing happening. Gibson will go ahead and no, not that Bob Gibson, Philip Reynolds, a different Bob Gibson. Gibson will pitch. 3-6, strikeout, 12, swing and a miss, struck him out, and the inning is over. 4th K for Bob Gibson. Nothing across except a walk. Tight game here at Tiger Stadium in a huge matchup between these two. Still 2-0 Tigers after 6. We go to the 7th. Berenguer still has a little bit left in the tank. Ben Ogilvy leads off for the Brewers. He's 0 for 2. Berenguer, I wonder where Ben Witz is. I'm surprised he would miss a game between the Brewers and the Tigers. Berenguer will go ahead and pitch. 1-6, error on a grounder. Ogilvy, 3-4, base hit center field. Center fielder for the Tigers is Lemon. His error rating is a 2. That's a 12. He will not make an error. Ogilvy is safe at first. First hit of the game for the Brewers since the 3rd. And now here's Brewhard. Brewhard is 1 for 2. 1 for 1, actually. A double and a walk. Brewhard will bat. Ogilvy on at first. And he will stay there. Berenguer looking in on Brewhard. Fans here at Tiger Stadium would really like to see Berenguer get out of this. 1-2, range play at the park. Tiger Stadium, 2-4. It's a single plus to center field. That's going for Lemon. Lemon was excellent. His range is a 5. And he'll make the catch. Out number 1. He takes a big-time single away from Brewhard. And that would have put Ogilvy on 3rd. They hit it right to Lemon, and he makes a great catch out there. Da-na-na, da-na-na. Here's Gantner. Gantner is 0 for 2. Gantner will bat. And now there's 1 out. Ogilvy on it first, and he'll stay there. Berenguer will pitch. 3-4, strikeout 15. That'll be too high. Gantner, 1-4, base hit left field. Gantner gets a single. Ogilvy, base runner 2. A single to left, though, -5. No chance for Ogilvy to get to 3rd. He'll stay at 2nd. So Gantner gets a big-time hit. And now here's Schrader, and we're in the 7th inning, and Schrader's coming out, and the Brewers will go to the bench. As it will now start bringing in starters, and coming in to catch now for the Brewers and take over here will be Charlie Moore. 284 average, 2 homers, 49 RBI. So a timeout on the field for a substitution. As Bill Schrader is now out of the game, and Charlie Moore will now come in. And he is a 3-0-0 all over the place. So Charlie Moore will now bat against Berenguer. Berenguer will be tired after Moore. Runners at first and second, 1 out, top of the 7th. 2-0 Tigers. Big play, big at bat here. Nothing happening on the strat. Berenguer will pitch to Moore. 5-1. That's a walk plus 10, and the bases are loaded. The bases are full of Brewers. And now the batter is Dion James, and he's going to come out as well, but so is Berenguer. He is now tired, and that will be it for him. So Tigers are going to go to the bullpen. And the question is who they're going to bring in. They're going to bring in someone here, and they're going to go with... Coming on to pitch for the Tigers is going to be Doug Bear. Aurelio Lopez they're going to save. 8 wins, 4 losses, 5 saves, a 3.59 ERA. Berenguer leaves with a W for now, but Bear is now the pitcher. Dion James coming back. James was in center field, and coming on to take over and pinch hit will be Rick Manning. 246 average, 4 homers, 43 RBI. So Manning will now come out. Manning will now come in. And he'll take over at center, and he is a 3-2-0. So I do not have to change the card. So Rick Manning will now pinch it against Bear. This is a big at bat. Still 1 out, 2-0, top of the 7th. Doug Bear, now the pitcher for the Tigers. The fans here now are very nervous. Manning will set up against Bear. Bear now will strategy roll. And nothing on the 11. Bear will pitch. 1-3. Error on a throw. Manning. 3-6. And that's going to be an infield single. That's hit to first. That's picked up by Leach. His error rating is a 3. That's an 8. He will not try to make a throw, but a run will score, and the carousel will turn. It's 2-1. Stadium groans. Now a 2-1 ball game, as it's an infield single to Rick Leach, but he decides to hold on to the ball and not try to make a throwing error. And that will go as a single and an RBI for Manning. And now the batter is Molitor. The infield is in. Molitor is 1 for 3. Still 1 out, top of the 7th. Now a 2-1 ball game. Bear looking in on Molitor. Strategy roll, nothing on the 16. Bear sets up. Molitor, here comes the pitch. 1-6, strikeout, no. Molitor, 4-6, and it's a fly ball to right field. Fly out to right, that's 2 outs. Molitor, a sacrifice fly of 2. Hit to right, +1 is a 3. Nope, that will not score him. Gantner, a base runner, 5. Right field is Wilson, a -2. A 1-3, Gantner will still score. And he will. We got a tie game. Stadium groans. We are tied at 2 as Gantner will score on the sacrifice fly by Molitor. Just barely got it. And now we're tied at 2 with 2 outs. And here's Yount. And Berenguer, of course, loses the W. And Gibson is going to also lose, is going to probably lose the L. Although, if the Brewers take the lead, he's still a chance for a win. Moore on at second, Manning on at first. 2 outs now, top of the 7th. Tied at 2 here. Strategy, that's a 20. Bear turns around, fires to second base. And Moore will get back. Now Bear will pitch to Yount. Bear, 3-5, error on a grounder. Yount, 2-6. It's a ground ball. It's a ground ball to second base. That ball is hit to Whitaker. His error rating is a 5. That's a 9. Whitaker's got it. takes his time, throws to first, and they get out of it. 2 runs on 3 hits, a walk, and a sacrifice fly. Tied at 2. We are at the 7th inning stretch. Sing, take me out to the ball game. I'll be right back. Don't forget, we have a huge 10-minute ticker coming up after today's game. And of course, we'll choose tomorrow's game after that ticker. We go to the bottom of the 7th here, tied at 2. Bob Gibson is done for the Brewers. The Brewers will go to the bullpen. And coming on to pitch for the Brewers, they're going to skip Peter Ladd, and they're going to go right now to Jim Slayton. 14 wins, 6 losses, 5 saves, a 4.33 ERA. Slayton in 1983. Slayton's going to come on to pitch for the Brewers. And we'll see, and leading off for the Tigers is Wayne Krenchicki, and he's going to bat. 276 average. Krenchicki will bat. He did play in 100, although he was with other players. But I think Krenchicki would stay in there. 276 average against Jim Slayton, and he's a lefty. Bottom of the 7th, tied at 2. 3-6. It's a blank. Krenchicki, 2-2. Ground out to short. Easy play for Yount. And Yount will throw it over for out number 1. Here's Whitaker. Whitaker is 1 for 3. Slayton, he'll pitch. 4-2 against the lefty. It's blank. Whitaker, 5-5, powered into left field. That's a 10, and Whitaker's going to have himself a triple. He'll round second. He'll come into third. As he smacks that one into left, Ogilvy's got no chance to get the speedy Whitaker. He's into third, and the go-ahead run is at third base. Big run at third. And now here's Trammell. Trammell 1 for 3, infield in. Slayton will pitch to Trammell. Fans here at Tiger Stadium hoping that Trammell can come through with a big one. Strategy roll, nothing on the 4. Whitaker stays. Slayton gets the sign from Moore, and that's got to be a Steeler fan trying to get my mom again. Yeah, probably. And we'll see if she picks that up. She got it. So Slayton will now pitch to Trammell. No, it's not Harold Baines calling. Stop with the B word. Slayton, 3-4 against the righty. It's a blank. Trammell, 4-3, and it's a ground ball right back to Slayton. It's a grounder right back to Slayton. He is automatically considered in. Whitaker's base running rating, I got to check that with a hit to the pitcher. His base running rating on third is a -2. So he has a 1-2 or a 6 he would score. And I'm going to send him. Whitaker is coming to the plate. It's hit to Slayton. The throw is going to come to the plate. So here comes Whitaker. It's hit back to Slayton. Slayton fires back at the home plate. Whitaker is safe on a 1-2 or a 6. He's out. Slayton goes ahead and fires it to the plate, and Whitaker is out at the plate. Trammell reaches first. And that's a fielder's choice, 2 down. So now Trammell on it first, but now 2 outs. And here's Grubb. Grubb is 2 for 3, a home run and a triple. Now, I was not going to go to the decide or die. I would think they would send him home on that. He's got good speed. I would think they'd send him home. And my 6 roll, I don't do the 6 roll until the 8th or the 9th innings. Although I may start using that full time. If a 6 is rolled, I may make a decision on that. Because I really don't like the infield in chart that he has here. Remember, that's an infield in chart that he has for this. That he has here, and I have not used it. And I'll be honest, I don't like it. So I'd rather use the old style way, but I kind of homebrewed something. So, but I think they would send him anyway. So here's Trammell on at first, 2 outs, strategy roll, nothing on the 17. Slayton will pitch. Slayton, 5-5 against the lefty. It's a blank. Grubb, 6-2, and it's a fly to center field. They'll get out of it. Rick Manning will go ahead and get it, make the catch, and retire the side. No runs, 1 hit, and they cannot get a run in. Tied at 2 after 7. Maybe I should have taken Grubb out and let somebody else bat for that. Because he had a 57 at him. Probably should have made a change. Anyway, too late already. We'll go to the top of the 8th. Bear can pitch to 3 more batters before he tires. He's going to stay in there. And he'll pitch to Cecil Cooper. Cooper is 0 for 3. Top of the 8th, tied at 2. What a game we got here at Tigers Stadium. The Tigers had the lead, and the Brewers come right back, just like last night in a way. Pitch from Bear, 1-1. Wild pitch, it's a blank. Cooper, 2-1, and Cooper leads off with a hit into left field, and that's going to be a double. Cooper slides into second, he's safe. And now here's Simmons. Simmons is 0 for 2. Bear will go ahead and pitch to Simmons. I don't think you put him on base, and then you got to pitch to a very dangerous Ogilvy. So Cooper on at second here in the top of the 8th. Strategy rolls are still active. Nothing on the 18. Bear will pitch. 2-1. That's a blank. Simmons, 1-3, and a hard line drive to second. That's out number 1. Cooper will be out on a 3, on a 4, and he is 2 outs. An L4-6 double play as it's a line drive hit right to Trammell, who gets it right to Whitaker, and that's 2 outs. He doubled them off. What a huge play that was. 2 outs now for Ogilvy. Ogilvy is 1 for 3. A huge L4-6 double play from Whitaker to Trammell. The double off Cooper. Bear will deal. 2-1. That's a blank. Ogilvy, 1-2. Ground out to short. Easy play for Trammell. He'll take it and throw it over and retire the side. No runs and a hit, and a big play by the Tigers. Who knows where that would have went? We go to the bottom of the 8th. Lance Parrish leads off for the Tigers. He is 0 for 2 with a walk. Slayton is going to... They're going to take Slayton out. He did his job. Slayton coming out of the game and coming on to pitch for the Brewers will be Tom Tellman. 9 wins, 4 losses, 8 saves, a 2.80 ERA. Peter Ladd is the closer for this game, but Tom Tellman will come on to pitch. Lance Parrish leads off. He will bat. Bottom of the 8th, tied at 2. Fans here at Tiger Stadium hoping someone here hits a big bomb. Pitch from Tellman. 2-6, wild pitch. It's a blank. Parrish, 1-4. Grounder right back to the pitcher. Tellman will get that, and he'll underhand it to first. Here's Wilson. Wilson is 0 for 3. Tellman, he will go ahead and pitch as soon as I find the die, as usual. Wherever it went, there it is. 6-3. That's going to be an automatic out, and it'll be a grounder to second base. Handled easily there by Gantner, and the throw goes to first for out number 2. Remember now, S1s, not in parentheses, are now automatic outs. Hence the change that Chris made with his new sets. And again, I'll say it again. I did everything I possibly can to tell him not to do that. Here's Leach. Leach is 1 for 3. How are Special K pitchers chosen? They seem a bit random. No, he has only, in a 6x6 format on this cards, he has to utilize, in order to get pitchers that have a high amount of strikeouts, he had to go ahead and add extra strikeouts. They're not random. If that pitcher had a bunch of strikeouts, depending on how many innings he pitched, okay, that is how, all right, he gets the Special Ks. His inside pitch advance that he's working on will not have those, because instead of a 6x6 format, it's going to be an 8x8 format. I hope that does well. We'll see. Tellman will pitch. Now, Leach is the batter, and we may see a pinch hitter for Leach. Leach is what? He is at first, and they're going to take him out. Leach coming out of the game, and the Tigers are going to bring out Enos Cabell, 311 average, 5 homers, 46 RBI. So Cabell will take over at first, at least probably for the rest of the game. And Cabell is a 5'2". He's actually a better first baseman. As the Tigers got to start bringing in some starters. So here's Enos Cabell, and he'll bat against Tellman here with 2 outs. He should be listening to the game expert. It's his game. We just play it. Tellman with the pitch. 6-4. Range play at the park. Tiger Stadium. 1-5. It's a ground ball to short. It's a range play for Yount. His range is a 3. Nope, that's a base hit. Cabell will get a single. That'll keep the inning going. Single for Cabell. And now here's Lemon. Lemon is 0 for 2 with a walk. Cabell on at first. 2 outs, bottom of the 8th, tied at 2 in this huge game. Strategy roll, and Cabell will stay where he is. Tellman will go ahead and pitch. 4-3. Range play again. Lemon. 6-5. It's a fly ball to left field. Going after that is Ben Ogilvy. His range is a 3. He's got it. Side retired. No runs and a hit for the Tigers. Tied at 2 after 8. So will we see some top of the 9th inning magic? Tied at 2. Leading off for the Brewers is Mark Brewhard, at least for now, with a 276 average. I'm probably going to let him bat. And he is left field. And yes, he is going to bat. A 276 average, plus he's very good at the outfield. So Brewhard is going to bat. New pitcher coming in for the Tigers. Bear is done. And we'll see a new pitcher for the Tigers. And they're going to go with the guy that kind of blew it last night, Aurelio Lopez. 9 wins, 8 losses, 18 saves, a 2.81 ERA. Lopez is going to now try to pitch. He can pitch to 8 batters. So here's Aurelio Lopez, and he's going to pitch for the Tigers here in the top of the 9th. As Senor Smoke comes up, but there wasn't much smoke last night. Does Lopez come back from after a devastating defeat last night? Let's see what happens. Lopez, 3-3, range play. Brewhard, 1-1, single to center field, but it's hit to Lemon. His range is a 5. That is a 5. He makes the catch. 1 out. Da-da-da, da-da-da. Lemon makes a great play in center field. And now here's Gantner. John Haverly joins us here at Tigers Stadium. Gantner is 1 for 3 with a single. Lopez, he'll go ahead and pitch. 5-1, again with the range play. Gantner, 6-5. It's a power hit to left field. That's an 18. That's going to be a triple, but it's a chance for, well, Johnny Grubb. Johnny Grubb's range is a 1. Does he channel his inner Greg Luzinski? No, it's a triple. So Gantner will go ahead and hit the third with a triple. And now the Brewers have the go-ahead run 90 feet away. And the batter now is Moore. Moore is 0 for 1, but he's walked. Moore is 0 for 1 since coming in for the catcher. Infield is in. Gantner on in third with a triple. Lopez, he'll go ahead and pitch to Moore. Strategy roll. Nothing on the 7. Fans there at Tiger Stadium hoping Lopez can get this done. Lopez, 3-2, strikeout 11. That just missed. Moore, 2-3, and it's a fly ball to right field. Charlie Moore is a sacrifice fly of 1, +1 to right field, a 1-2. Gantner will score. And he will, and the Brewers take the lead. Stadium groans. Sacrifice fly for Moore. He'll bring in the run. It's now 3-2. And now here's Manning. Manning is 1 for 1. After taking over in center field. So Lopez will now pitch. There are 2 outs, but now it's a 3-2 Brewer lead. Lopez will pitch. 2-1, strikeout. That will miss. Manning, 1-3, fly ball left field. Grubb will get to that one, though, and he'll make the catch and retire the side. 1 run, 1 hit, a sacrifice fly. 3-2 in favor of the Brewers. But now will we get some bottom of the 9th inning magic? Mike Laga, the leadoff hitter, he's not batting. But the Brewers are going to the bullpen. And they're going to bring out their closer. And that is going to be Peter Ladd. 3 wins, 4 losses, 25 saves, a 2.55 ERA. Pete Ladd will pitch for the Brewers. Laga coming back, and we'll see a new batter for him. And it's the designated hitter position, and it is going to be, they're going to go with Larry Herndon. 302 average, 20 homers, 92 RBIs. So Herndon will take over at the DH spot. And he'll be the designated hitter. So here's Larry Herndon against Pete Ladd. Bottom of the 9th. The Tigers had a 2-0 lead, and then the Brewers scored 3 unanswered. No lead is safe when you play inside pitch. Ladd will go ahead and pitch. 6-6. That's a walk +10, and he walks Herndon. The tying run is on. Ladd had 14 walks. He walks 1 here. Herndon goes to first. And now the batter is Krenchicki. And is he going to bat? Krenchicki is the third baseman. I'm going to say, yeah, he is going to bat because Brookins does not really have it here. Krenchicki's going to bat. So Krenchicki's going to bat here. Herndon on at first. Nobody out. 3-2, strategy roll. Nothing on the 14. Herndon stays put. Ladd will pitch to Krenchicki. 4-6, Against the lefty, it's an automatic out. And it's going to be a fly ball to right. And Mark Breward will get to it. And he puts it away, 1 out. And now Whitaker is 2 for 4, a triple and a single. Whitaker does have home run power. Herndon on it first, 1 out. Fans here at Tiger Stadium saying, come on, you guys got to win this game. Strategy. Nothing on the 4. Herndon stays where he is. Ladd will pitch. 5-4. That's a range play. Whitaker, 6-3. It's a fly ball to left field. Going after that is Ben Ogilvy. His range is a 3. He can't get it, and that's going to be a double for Lou Whitaker. It's a double to left. Base runner 4. Double to left, though, -3. Herndon only scores on a 1, and he will hold at third. They hold Herndon at third due to a very good -1 arm there by Ogilvy. But now the tying run is 90 feet away. The winning run is at second base. Whitaker has a double. The only thing he's missing is a home run for the cycle. And now here's Trammell. Question is, do you walk Trammell and try to turn a double play here? Johnny Grubb is the next batter, but I don't think I'm going to have him bat. Question is, do you walk Trammell? Grubb is on deck, then Parrish. Grubb does have a bomb in the game, but I don't trust Grubb in this situation. Do you walk Trammell and set the bases loaded and try to turn the 2? That is a very good question. Trammell's a .319 hitter. Grubb is not that good a hitter. I think you walk Trammell because his run means nothing. You're going to walk Trammell. They're going to intentionally walk Trammell and set up the bases loaded. So that's going to be a walk. And Ladd is now actually no. Well, if I do that, Ladd can only pitch to 4 batters before he gets tired. He would be the 4th batter. Even though it's an intentional walk, but I still count that, and I'm not going to change the rule. You know what? I'm going to pull that back. I'm going to let him beat him. I'm going to let Ladd try to beat him. Infield is in. Infield is in because I didn't roll any dice yet. Until I roll dice, I can't call it back. So infield is in. Ladd's going to pitch to Trammell. 1 out, bottom of the 9th, 3-2. Strategy roll. Nothing on the 9. Ladd will go ahead and pitch to Trammell. Ladd, 6-3. That's a pitcher result. A righty. A 1-2 is a blank. The 6 is too high. Trammell, 2-3. And it's a fly ball to center field. Now that's going to be out number 2. Trammell, a sacrifice fly of 1. Hit to center. +2 is a 3. And Herndon will score. We're tied. Question is, does Whitaker now go to third? Whitaker's at second. Hit to center field, -1. Center fielder Manning a 0, 1-3. Whitaker will take third. And he will. So Whitaker goes to third. We got a tie game. Stadium cheers. Yay! So the sacrifice fly will bring in Herndon. Now the batter is Grubb, but I think they're going to yank him. And they're going to go, and he's in left field. And coming on to take over in left field is going to be Kirk Gibson. How fitting it would be if he hits 1 out here. 227 average, 15 homers, 51 RBIs. He will take over in left, and he's a much better left fielder. So he is a 4.0 -1. Better range, although a little less on the arm. So Gibson will take over in left for the Tigers. And that is now a -1 arm in left field for the Cats. Now he's a -1 in left. -4, -1, -3. So Kirk Gibson's going to come ahead, and he will bat. I don't think you walk Gibson because Lance Parrish is a better hitter. I don't think you walk him. There's 2 outs. I don't think you do this. I don't think you walk Gibson because Lance Parrish is a better hitter. Gibson only hits 227. Parrish hits 269. There's a difference. Ladd's going to go ahead and pitch to him. 2 outs, bottom of the 9th, now tied at 3. Whitaker on at third. Ladd will go up against Gibson. And now here comes the pitch. Strategy roll first, nothing there. Ladd will go ahead and pitch to Gibson. 5-3 against the lefty. It's an automatic out. And that's going to be a fly ball to center field. Getting after that is Manning. He will make the catch. And we have free baseball. Free baseball here. Get your free baseball. One run, 1 hit, a walk, and a sacrifice fly, and we got more baseball we got to do. As Greg Jones joins us here at Tiger Stadium. He was, but it didn't hit a fatigue. That hit the fatigue result, but it didn't matter anyway. He still got him out. We go to the 10th inning, tied at 3 here. Aurelio Lopez is going to stay on the mound. He still has 4 batters he can face. And we're going to extras in this very big game. Ghost runners will not be activated until the 11th. I know we all hate them, and we do, but I'm not playing 18-inning games, not on a school night. Lopez, if this was a playoffs, though, I would. There are no ghost runners in the postseason. Paul Molitor leads off for the Brewers. He is 1 for 4, a single. Well, when you have a range play, special Ks don't matter. The only time you use a special K if it's off the batter card or the ballpark card, and it's not a range play or an error check or an automatic out. If it's an automatic, if you have to go to the star line, the special K does not do that. Special K is exactly how is the pitcher's, a star line here is the pitcher's tendencies. If it comes up again, I'll show it. Lopez will pitch to Molitor. Molitor is 1 for 4, top of the 10th. Lopez, 3-5, strikeout, got him. He gets Molitor, struck him out. 90 Ks for Lopez in 83. And now here's Yount. We have yet to get to ghost runners, actually. We've had a few extra inning games, but we never got to the 11th inning. Yount is 0 for 3 with a walk. Lopez will go ahead and pitch. And 4-2, strikeout, that's high. Yount, 3-3, and it's a fly ball to right field. And Wilson's going to get to that one, and he's got it for out number 2. World's worst gamer joins us here at Tiger Stadium. Here's Cooper. Cooper 1 for 4 with a double. Tied at 3 here. Lopez trying to keep it where it is. Pitch from Lopez. 6-3. Hit by pitch. No. Cooper. 1-4. And it's a ground ball to short. Easily handled there by Trammell. The throw goes to first. And the side is retired. 1, 2, 3. Go the Brewers. We go to the bottom of the 10th. Ladd is tired, but they're going to let him pitch. At least, see, unless he gets into some trouble. And leading off for the Tigers will be Lance Parrish here in the bottom of the 10th. Parrish is 0 for 3 with a walk. Bottom of the 10th inning, tied at 3. A Tiger win here puts them 2 games ahead of the Brewers with 2 games left to play to clinch third place and get in the postseason. They would be the 4 seed, however, which means they would have to play the Rangers in a wild card game. Ladd will go ahead and pitch. 5-2. That's a walk plus 10. He walked Parrish. They'll go ahead and walk Parrish. The winning run is on. The batter now is Wilson, and that will do it for Ladd. He comes out after that. So Ladd will come out of the game. Brewers will go to the bullpen. And they're going to go with right, and right. Coming up, well, he only pitched twice. I just don't think they would use him in this situation. He only had 2 relief appearances, but this is the extra innings, and I'm going to go ahead and use him here. Coming on to pitch for the Brewers is going to be Tom Candiotti. 4 wins, 4 losses, a 3.23 ERA. He only had 2 relief appearances, but I'm going to make one of them here. So Tom Candiotti, another name for the past. He'll pitch to Wilson. He can pitch to 7. Parrish on at first, bottom of the 10th, tied at 3. We have yet to use ghost runners at all, and I've done some extra inning games. Parrish on at first. Fans here at Tiger Stadium hoping for a big hit. Candiotti will pitch. 2-6. It's a blank. Wilson. 6-4. It's a base hit to center field. Parrish, base runner 3. Single to center, -2. He gets to third on a 1. And he does. And Wilson rounding first, trying for second. And he will hold. Big single by Wilson. Parrish is now on at third. And here's Cabell. Cabell is 2 for 4, a single and a double. Infield is in. Candiotti will go ahead and pitch to Cabell. Bottom of the 10th, tied at 3. Strategy, nothing happening. Candiotti looking in on Cabell. The fans here at Tiger Stadium are on their feet, hoping Cabell can get it done. Candiotti will pitch. 1-5 against a righty. It's a blank. Cabell, 2-3, and it's a ground ball to third. Parrish is not going to try to come home. It's picked up. The throw goes to first for the out. Wilson goes to second. They do not send Parrish on that one. His base running rating is a 1. But that will move the runner over. So Wilson now goes to second, and here's Lemon. Lemon is 0 for 3 with a walk. You could walk him and pitch to Herndon, but Herndon's the better hitter. And I think that's what they're going to do. So they're going to walk Chet Lemon, and they're going to pitch to Larry Herndon and try for a home to first double play. So Lemon is walked, and now here's Herndon. So Lemon on at first, bases loaded. The infield is still in. They got to try for a home to first double play. Herndon does hit into some of them. That would be a 3, plus Candiotti would be a 4. Good chance at a double play here. Parrish at third. Wilson at second. Lemon at first. Candiotti gets the sign. Strategy. That's a 1. Nobody moving. Candiotti will pitch to Herndon. Bottom of the 10th. Does Candiotti get it going? 6-2. Walk plus 10. That's a 14. And we got a walk-off walk. Tigers will win the ball game. Candiotti walks in the winning run. Stadium cheers. Yay! A 6-2 is a walk plus 10. Herndon becomes a 20. That's a 14. Parrish will walk on home. The Tigers win it in the bottom of the 10th, 4-3. One run on one hit and 3 walks in this inning. 3 walks. One of them by Ladd, and he's going to wind up with the loss. And Lopez actually going to get the win. So Lance Parrish walks on home, and the Tigers get a 4-3 win here over the Brewers. And now the Tigers go to 93-67. The Brewers drop to 91-69. The Tigers now have a 2-game lead for the final spot in the postseason in the American League East. Final line score coming up. Game of the Year candidate, too. For the Tigers, 4 runs, 10 hits, no errors. For the Brewers, 3 runs, 8 hits, no errors. The winning pitcher is Aurelio Lopez. He'll get the win. Peter Ladd is going to take the loss because that run went to him. And that'll do it there for the Brewers. The Tigers now have a 6-3 board record. And now the Brewer board record is 4-3. So the Brewer and plus the Tigers get 4 more runs. So now they have 41 runs scored, where the Brewers now have 32. They have not clinched yet. But let's see if anybody else does tonight. 10-minute ticker is next. Well, I think that game makes up for last night a little bit. Well, maybe not. And a tough loss for the Brewers. Coming back, and they just couldn't do it. But the Tigers will take that win, and we'll see what game we're going to play tomorrow night. It is now time for the 10-minute ticker, brought to you by FastScore Baseball. So the Tigers do wind up with the win. And they'll take a 4-3 win over the Brewers tonight. Now let's see how the rest of the majors does. We'll go ahead first. We'll do the meaningless games first. We'll do the meaningless games first. Cleveland at Boston. Indians 18-44, and that is 6. Red Sox 13-54, and that is 6. And they're going to extras. Cleveland rolls a 2, -1 is 1. Boston rolls a 4, +1 is 5. And that's going to be a win for the Red Sox. White Sox at Seattle. White Sox 14-45, and that's 6. Mariners 161, and that's 5. And the White Sox will get the win. California at Texas. The Rangers are in. Angels 7-12, that's 0. Rangers 10-34, and that is 4. A win for the Rangers. Minnesota at Toronto. Twins 5-24, that is 2. Blue Jays 21-66, that's 12, and a win for the Jays. Let's see here. Pittsburgh and Philadelphia. The Phillies are the number 3 seed. That's not changing. Pirates 145, that is 3. Phillies 756, that's 6, and it's a win for the Fighting Phils. Cubs and the Cardinals. Cubs 943, and that is 4. Cardinals 13-16, and that is 2. And that's a win for the Cubs. Now, let's check out the games that do mean something. Yankees at Baltimore. With the Brewer loss, the Yankees have already clinched the home field throughout. Baltimore needs to win just one of these games. They do. They will clinch second place in the American League East. Yankees 956, that is 6. Orioles 851, and that is 5. The Yankees win the first. Can the Orioles win it in game 2? Yankees 1331, and that is 4. Orioles 2016, and that is 3. The Yankees beat the Orioles twice. But I don't think it matters anyway. Well, Baltimore did Clint beat the Orioles twice, so now, hold on. So now the Orioles go to 95 and 65. The Brewers, the Tigers 93. So actually the Tigers, no, Baltimore has not clinched second place yet. With the Tigers winning and Baltimore losing both games, the Baltimore Orioles have not clinched second place yet. 95 plus 67 is 162. They have not clinched second place yet, but the Yankees beating Baltimore twice. Wow, the Orioles have to. The Baltimore's already in the postseason, but they've not clinched second place. And that's huge because if you're the 4 seed, you're playing Texas in a wild card game. So Yankees beating Baltimore twice. Really interesting. Okay, now Cincinnati at Houston. The Astros are 79 and 80. The Astros cannot lose this game. If the Reds beat the Astros will have 81 losses and they're eliminated. Cincinnati at Houston. Do the Astros live another day? Reds 11-21, that's 2. Astros 14-52, that is 6. And the Astros stay alive. They're back to 500. Giants and the Dodgers. The Dodgers now have a big game against the Giants. The Dodgers are 80 and 79. They got to be careful because they could lose 2 games and get kicked out. The Astros are now at 80 and 80. So let's see what the Giants and the Dodgers do. Giants and the Dodgers. Giants 8-16. And that is 8-16. That is 2. Dodgers 0-52. That is 4. And the Dodgers will now go to 81 wins. The last game is Atlanta and the Padres. The Padres are 81 and 78. A Padre win will qualify them for the playoffs, and I think they will clinch. San Diego is 4-1 on the board. The Dodgers are 1-7 on the board, and the Astros are 1-3. San Diego has a better board record than either the Dodgers or the Astros. If the Padres win this game against the Braves, the Padres are in the postseason. Atlanta and San Diego. Braves 12-24. And that is 3. Padres 7-35. That is also 3. They got to play extras. Atlanta and San Diego got to play extras. Atlanta's a -4 clutch. San Diego is a 0. Are the Padres going to the playoffs? Atlanta 5, -4 is 1. Padres 4, +0 is 4. The Padres winning in extras. They are going to the postseason. They are in. Padres fans cheer. Yay! And I'm not 100% correct, but I want to check something. I'm pretty sure that I believe that's the first time the Padres have made the postseason. And I want to sure, but I think they've never made the postseason in any of my replays. And that is truth. For the first time on RJO Network, the San Diego Padres are in the playoffs. They go to 82 and 78, and they are in because they have the better board record than the Dodgers or the Astros, no matter what. Padres are in. That is your 10-minute ticker. If your team won tonight, congratulations. If they didn't, there's always tomorrow. Now, what game do we play tomorrow? I know we have another game between the Brewers and the Tigers. And, of course, that's a very big possibility. Let's see here. Do we want to do... This would be Fall Classic. Do we want to do another one of them? The Astros are not out of it yet. They got to play the Reds, but the Reds are out. We have to do another Tiger Brewer game, don't we? We have to do that game, right? A Tiger win and they're in. A Tiger win tomorrow night, they're in the postseason with their win over the Brewers tonight. Padres are in now. Dodgers are fighting the Giants, but the Giants are not in it. We have to do that, right? Yeah, we have to. Once again, we'll go back to Tiger Stadium. It will be the Milwaukee Brewers taking on the Detroit Tigers. Jamie Kokenauer will be going for the Brewers, and Jack Morris will be going for the Tigers. It will be Fall Classic. That'll be tomorrow night's game. A huge game. Tigers win, they're in. Brewers win. They're still barely alive. Big game tomorrow night again. Brewers and Tigers. Be there or be square. Thank you all for joining me tonight. Please leave a like on your way out the turnstiles. Subscribe if you're not done so. Make sure you hit the bell. Stay safe, stay healthy, stay smart, stay strong. And we'll see you guys tomorrow night. The Detroit Cardiac Cats get it done. They beat the Brewers tonight 4-3. One more win, and they're in.